Okay. Hello everybody, and welcome to this stream of Fallout 4, the Hoarder challenge. The gist of this challenge is that under no circumstance am I allowed to remove an item from my inventory through means such as consumption, simply dropping, shooting a gun, consuming fusion cores and power armor, etc. With the sole exception of, say, turning in a quest item, because there's no way, I may as well put on my hazmat suit now. I'm also going to set a waypoint for about there. And the thing to do is actually probably to sneak through the whole distance and see how that goes. Yeah, so basically, not being permitted to drop items has numerous interesting consequences as a result. So, for example, because I can't eat food, the only method that I have to actually eat is through the cannibal perk and eating corpses. First human corpses, and then in 2 levels time, super mutant and ghoul corpses. Not being permitted to use healing items like stim packs means that the only way that I can heal is through either sleeping, through a water pump, or drinking from a river, which works too. Or I can use a perk such as Life Giver 3 to have some passive healing. And also not being permitted to use items such as Radaway, cooked mutant hound meat, or being able to visit a doctor because that consumes caps. That means that up until I'm level 27, when I unlock the perk Solar Powered 2, which will allow me to passively remove radiation. Until that point, any radiation that I get is basically going to be permanent. Which essentially means that the health that I have is essentially going to decrease as time goes on. Okay, there's a red scorpion over there. There's some stuff over there. I'll want to sneak around this, because if I go into that, I'll get a lot of radiation. I don't sense anything just yet. And potentially I'm getting a lot... What's the term? Okay, so there's some glowing mole rats and rabid mole rats. If I go due south, I might be able to avoid them. But if I come across a... Yeah, so they're way over there. There's a feral ghoul stalker, which I can outrun sort of reliably. That's their bloat flies. Okay. So if I head straight in this direction, I should be good. Yeah, so now the brackets are becoming sneakier. And then if I remember right, I think past that is when there's a couple of death claws. So I absolutely want to sneak around those. Yep, there's a death claw. It's another death claw right there, having a bit of a snooze. I think the feeling that one must feel if, like, they come across a death claw that's right there, it reminds me a lot of that's a red scorpion. It reminds me of the feeling that you would get, like, say if you go to the bathroom to wash your hands, and like the light's off, right? So you're washing your hands with the lights off, and then like you walk back out, and let's say just for shits and giggles you decide to turn the lights on. Right? Maybe you see something weird. So you turn the lights on, and then you see a giant huntsman spider, or other similar sized spider, about the size of your hand. And then you feel that deep horror as you realise that you went that close to a massive spider. And that's probably close-ish to what it must feel like to be sneaking along, and then all of a sudden you're right next to a death claw. Okay. So those are the sting wings nearby to the place, which means I must be pretty close. Yeah. Nope, turn away from the sting wings. That's a good time to run. It's not the time to have lube on your shoes. Okay. Right. So I've passed the stingwings. I've awakened the deathclaw, but I should be able to give that deathclaw the jukes. Yep. Hopefully by the time I walk out, that deathclaw will be asleep again. And so, normally it'd be a good idea to pick up the test of science thing, but there's really no point.
I'm not stupid.
Take it easy.
Don't
I'm not lying.
did tell off. I knew and so you. Then what?
Why did you leave the Institute? I know you came from there.
You know about the escape. But how? No, it doesn't matter. Why?
Relax. I just need to know how to...
Wait, what? You?
Right.
Never mind. What reason could you?
I'm trying to find my son.
I could have tried another speech check.
I had. Yeah. If you're so, I can't.
You help me.
Oh,
Yeah, they use some sort of...
well, it
Okay, let's just smash through his dialogue.
Lots of them.
don't quit up.
Let's go. Just point me in the right direction.
Whatever. It's no.
Okay. Let's get to work.
Right. Look. No. We're fine. No.
Hey there.
You find a
There
question.
we go.
Don't underestimate it. The chip's no good if you're dead.
Okay. So under HUD, travel to CIT. Now comes the part where I have to leave. But rather than having that on my map, I'm going to not have it on my map. And instead I'm going to place a waypoint on that. On some other place. Because that's basically... Yeah, okay, the Deathclaw is asleep again. So I'll just sneakily sneak past. Super duper sneaky. It's a good thing that Deathclaws are heavy sleepers though. Now, right here we did come across those blood... No, I think they were stingwings. So it'd be a good idea to give them a bit of a juke. And now all we have to do is sneak all the way back to the back to some other place. Now right here, the thing that's absolutely worth noting is that I hardly took any radiation damage from... Okay, there's nothing there aside from a big drop. Okay. Those almost look like ghouls, but they're not ghouls. Now that's the sleeping Deathclaw. There's nothing else over that direction. I'm parched, but I'll have to stay parched. Okay, that's a red scorpion. I want to head in this direction in the hopes... Yeah, that red scorpion's going that way. The Deathclaw is going over there, but he can't see me. I don't see anything else in terms of Deathclaws. So the path ahead should be safe-ish. Now these rocks, these are sort of safe. Oh yeah, there's another Deathclaw. That's the sleeping Deathclaw. Okay. So the thing about the rocky bits of the glowing sea is that while they do tend to be pretty safe, because Deathclaws have a tendency to not be able to path on the rocks. Oh. Yeah, so so Deathclaws have a tendency not to be able to path on rocks, and rad scorpions can't jump out of the ground. Okay, I want to avoid them. What's that? That's an eyebots. Okay. Sticking around roughly where the eyebots is will sort of be safe, but that's probably only because with the eyebot having spawned, the game will be less likely to have spawned other stuff. And there's another Deathclaw. There's the Dark Craving. And you can see right there the effect that it had on my health. Whereas previously the amount was about 5 millimeters on my screen, now it's about 2 to 3 centimeters on my screen. The gap between my health and my that's a bad sound. How close am I? Not quite. Not very close. Okay, that's the crashed vertibird thingy. Yeah, when I hear what almost sounds like flowing water, that actually is really freaky, because the thing that almost sounds like flowing water also almost sounds like either the scuttling of a rat scorpion or the wings of a flying bug, like a blood bug or a stingwing. Okay, I'm at the point where the game is calculating my reds as being entirely nullified by the red soup. But I would have to go a little bit further because to actually escape the glowing sea. And now we can hear the crickets everywhere. And I appear to have gone to Somerville Place at an angle that bypasses the Death Claw. And I might be close to the bed build area. Yeah, I think that's it over there. Yeah, now I'm at less than 900 units. Now I hear gunfire, but that doesn't quite sound like Somerville Place gunfire. It is. Yeah, I'm not going to win that fight, so I'll go around them. That guy there can fend for himself. He will eventually win. But I'm actually going to set a waypoint over to here. Because I'll be a lot better off if I don't just sit back and watch, because as the NPCs roam around there, they might roam around into close enough proximity to me for them to aggro onto me, and then I would have very little ability to survive that situation. That's Gunner's Plaza. We don't want anything to do with that place. Also, is that a... No, that's not a settlement that we have. Probably. Yeah, it doesn't show up when I do the thing. Okay. So there's Mirelurks over here. But if I go to this point and swim across that way, I should avoid the Mirelurks. If I go over to here, yeah, I don't see anything. There's one albino radstag that I can see. Either that or that's a rock. Nope, that's an albino radstag. Okay. But because they're all asleep, I can sneak past them with great ease. Okay. Now I'm pretty sure I've already deactivated all these landmines. But I would prefer to not find out through being exploded.
Kid, I don't know who you are, but you better clear out before I go haywire with blast.
Very well. That's an owned mattress. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to access this terminal, find out the knowledge, personal. There we are. Let's just talk.
Whoa, slow down. I just want to talk.
Right. You just...
Calm down. Just tell me what's going on.
They've got something they use to control us, to make us do things we don't want to do. Any second. They might send some signal.
Sure.
One more... Now, are you gonna get out of here?
I found your journal.
That...
Uh-huh.
Mine. My grandson, Sam, I managed to... I was on one. I'm sitting there. The next thing I remember, and
Go on.
there's nothing. One moment he was there, and it's all my fault.
Talk
I
about
saw
Sean.
my husband killed.
But I guess he wasn't really. Now you know why I'm here.
You're not a saint. It was just an accident.
Even if you're right.
I'm gonna... Yeah, this should be
We need
fine.
good people for the Minutemen.
Maybe you're right. Look, I think you're right. I gotta find a way to make...
Right?
So I apparently failed that, but still got... Okay. I've also considered the possibility that if I build a bed, that I'll that it might accidentally consume yeah, that had some pretty more money in it. Okay. So I'll build a bed. No, I won't build a bed yet. No, I'll sleep first. And I only need 1 hour. Okay. Now that I've saved, I'll build a bed. Like right there, that'll do. I'll check my inventory. Still have the Boston Bugle. Okay. So I can do a full sleep in there if I need to. Which I probably will. I don't think there's any. Okay, that's disarmed. Let's make sure that I won't accidentally blow up. Yeah. Okay. Right, so there's the gear. There's definitely steel, but there's no concrete anywhere. At least I don't think there is. I also can't unlock this, so the only way that I can enter is through the water, which is well enough. Alright, so there's nothing in there. I guess there might be an extremely slim chance that I might find that I might find a come on. Where's the... must be this side. Yeah, there we are. But then here there's just a mantats and a corn. Yeah, so I'm pretty certain that there's no concrete in this settlement anyway. Going on a stick. Yeah, okay. But anyway, now that I'll also actually remove this waypoint. It apparently didn't count because I didn't pass the speech check, but somehow she said the thing anyway. So I'll do 7 hours, and I guess I'll just hope to find a body on the way to the place. Like, I'm pretty sure I couldn't. Yeah, I don't think that would work. I'd probably lose more health than I'd gain by not being hungry. Right, so that's the next place. I should put on my stuff. Baseball uniform, glasses. Lucky leg, sea captain's hat. That's arm. I think that's it. Yeah. So I do know that there's a couple of corpses in the first room of green texture genetics that have like already been killed by the courser as the other gunners make their way up the building. So I'm probably not in that much danger of starving to death because of all those corpses. I also have the option of using the I'll show it in my MISC. It's under T. Turret override program. So I can override the turrets in green texture genetics and go from there. Now this, okay, nothing in that rough direction. This is a place where you can sometimes find random encounters. But there's nothing over here. A vicious mongrel. That will be fine, okay. I should be fine to run the rest of the distance. Sometimes there's a bear over there somewhere. Also, that's a rabid rat stag. It would potentially be worth it to try to kill it if it were legendary. Especially if there was a bed nearby. Right, so this area should be pretty safe. I think I've already killed the person outside of Hardware Town and eaten them.
You need something, Scabber?
Now I do hear more gunshots in the distance. I would assume that's related to Brahmin. And it's like them attacking. Oh yeah, that's a dude, caravan dude. So I guess they're fighting the super mutants.
What?
So I mean, yay. I'll just stand back. If I'm lucky, he'll... Oh. Okay, so he's become down. Spot is over there, having a bit of trouble. Let's see if he continues fighting them. See, if he attacks them, which he probably wouldn't, but let's just say
What just happened?
there's outcomes to this scenario that would have me be a lot more well off.
Whoa, you win.
Like, for example, he could kill the legendary mutant skirmisher. To have that legendary skirmisher have, for example, an instigating tire iron or something like that, or say for example, a fortifying combat armor chest piece. That'd be good. But it's probably not worth waiting. I could maybe try to see if I could eat one of these dudes. There's a raider. Let's pull his body away. Just so that when I do eat him, it's gonna be... Like, it's not gonna have me... Yeah, this should be fine. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now I do still want to... I do still want to head over to Oberlin Station. Now, again, this over here is potentially a good place to be. The trouble is that the nearest bed is actually quite a bit far away. So it's not that much worth it to try. Okay, like, it'd certainly be useful to have what's it called? Yeah, it'd certainly be useful to have a settlement at Hangman's Alley. That's Hangman's Alley. Like, it'd be a faster source of purified water. It'd be all that stuff. Here we are. So there's 4 people here. Presumably not that many more people are coming because of the amounts of water here. Yeah, I would need some gears, which there aren't any. Okay. That's better, but still parched. Properly hydrated. Now that just leaves the dark craving, parasites, which doesn't matter, and fatigue, which matters a lot. The fatigue is gonna mean that I'm gonna get tired in game a lot faster than normal. And because I can't go to a doctor or consume antibiotics, it means that this is... Okay, nobody over there, roughly speaking. It means that the only way for such a disease to be removed from me is through sheer patience. which has happened. But yeah, it still is going to be a fair bit of a nuisance, especially in the next area, because because green texture genetics tends to be a significant siege, or like a very long encounter, I guess, something like that. And while there aren't actually any beds whatsoever, especially none that I know of, and I do know of a fair amount of beds in the world, but because the nearest bed that I know of is over here, like right through there, it makes sense it sort of makes sense if you're a stronger character to go through the entirety of Green Tech Genetics without saving in between. But this isn't quite a strong character. This is actually quite a bit weaker character. So I'll save there. It's auto-saving. Crave a different food. Right, so I may as well run. There's, aside from the risk of coming across a Mirelurk, which I don't see any. Oh no, there's one. Okay. So the way to get up is on this. Oh, come on. There we are. Now basically lets you get through with a fair bit of ease. Oh, okay. For a moment I thought the game crashed, but that was just for a moment. Okay. Right, so immediately you'll notice that in this part of the area there's no beds. If you go through the entire thing, there's no beds anywhere. Oh, I can eat that guy from... Okay. I didn't know that was a thing I could do. I suspected it was, but still a little bit weird eating a guy from a few meters away.
Coursers on the second floor. Kill on sight. Send reinforcements to the lobby in case there are more.
So I actually want to head over here. Ah, okay. So this isn't even locked. Turret override. So I'm going to override the targeting parameters. And I'm going to run away and hope that those turrets take care of the problem for me. Okay.
That's why you don't screw with the gunners.
Right, so they killed the turrets. Hopefully at least they've gotten some damage. Shit. I think he was in the side though.
Take her out.
I'm gonna run. Now this will load, like take ages to load as I leave. But what I want to do is run. I think I want to run to the right. So I'll start holding right. Actually, I want to... Right as it loads in, I want to hit triangle. The exact moment.
Get some.
Now if I'm lucky, I'll be able to sneak him. But I think I might have been too quick to run away. Ah. There we are, okay. So I can recoup the health that I lost from him. There's nobody else around here. That's the Mirelurk, which I can't recruit to my aid. Okay. Now, that's one of the gunners. But I'm not entirely certain if any of the other gunners were killed by the turrets. This... Oh. Okay, that's the turret. That's not the gunner. Okay. So my best bet is going to get into hidden and then sneak around and then run around just to not be a sitting duck.
How many are we dealing with?
Okay. That should just be the turret. That's trying to hit me through the wall and it can't, so it'll fade away in its danger. Okay, yes. Looks like one of these gunners... No, that looks... I don't know. This might be the other... Oh yeah, Sukuzi Baton. Yeah, so that's the weapon that gunner has, which they sometimes have. That's another gunner. That's another dead gunner. Okay. So from the looks of it, okay, if I can, damn it. I could have maybe sprinted towards him, but doing so would have put me out of sneak, and thus I probably wouldn't have been able to kill him in a single VETS round.
What the?
Oh. I'm gonna wait till he gets near. Okay. He might attempt a Molotov. Now's another time. Okay. So that is going, that there probably would have been very difficult with this character. If I've lost him. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you got around to over there, not quite through the staircase. Gotcha. I probably can't regain enough health to like survive a few hits off of him. But if I can get a sneak attack though, that'll go well in my favour. Okay. So he was last spotted over here. He'll be returning to his spawn position. But because I don't see him anywhere, it's a possibility that maybe he's hiding like right behind that corner. And if he's right behind that corner, I can't actually get a sneak attack on him. So my best bet is to go go back to that bed that I was at earlier and save. Okay. Right. So nothing over there. Probably sneak past any of the dudes over there. Yeah, that's a raider. So I just snuck past the raider. That's good. I don't see any Mirelurks ahead. So I know it's still pointing me towards COT ruins. Okay. But the presence of this doesn't actually... I think I gotta... Yeah, there we are. So it says tunes to the course's radio frequency, but it'll probably count the moment that I enter Green Tech Genetics proper. So I'll do... No, I think... Might be able to sleep in this. Yeah, okay. 7 hours will make me well rested. It'll heal me up to full. Yep, heals up to full. And now that I've saved... Okay. Stand back because I might be able to get a sneak attack on this guy. Come on, I'm right there. Yeah. Okay. And that guy's nearly dead, which is good. Oh. Yep. So that's the raiders killing that other Mirelurk. Which now means that going past here and turning here is safer. Okay. So that's probably the gun that fell down. Is that a quantum? No, that's just a broken water holder. Okay. Right. So the dude has probably actually gone entirely to where he originally was and is probably just standing there. The other guy being dead is probably fine. Drop your weapon, there we go. Whew, that was close. Let's regain the health. Okay. Yeah, so I think one... Oh, I'll wait for this text. Okay. So I think one spawns in here, the other either spawns on these steps or spawns over here. And then there's a few more dudes over there. So it does occur to me that I might possibly... Okay. Right. There we are. Okay. So that's those two dead. Nothing in the mirror. Wouldn't have been able to take it anyway, but... Okay, now there's some more dudes over there. Ideally, I'd be able to lure one of them away.
Who's there?
Okay.
Huh?
Yes, that's not a thing that I can easily do. But in this area, something that's becoming acutely present, and probably only for this area, to be honest, because as this character, everything else after this should be pretty easy, combat-wise, that is. I've already done the what was it called? I've already done up to old guns, including old guns. So all that's left is do this, go to the railroad, which doesn't involve combat. go back to the glowing sea, which essentially doesn't involve combat because I can just sneak through like I did before. Then enter the Institute, talk to Father, tell him to fuck off, which also doesn't involve combat. Then defend the castle, which I would just be standing back as everybody else does it all for me. Then killing the Institute, which okay, if I do this, maybe I'll lure them a bit further. And while the Institute stuff might to be honest, that looks more like a time to run away and save, because I reckon okay, I'll wait for AP to refresh. That music there is shit. I do not want to eat that guy. Okay. But I'll save, but this time in the mattress for 1 hour, because I don't actually need to heal. Then I'll head back and continue. And although this may look like a lot of save scumming that's going on, as this character, I've made this comment as heaps of characters, but doing that doing that as a weak character. Nope. Why are there raiders there? Why? The hell are you doing? It boggles the mind. And some other bits as well. But if I go over to here, yeah, I'm safe. Okay. So it looks like those are randomly spawned raiders. And unfortunately, the next nearest place to save is Oberlin Station. But at least, at the very least, in Oberlin Station there's a water pump so I can refill my hydration. But also, hopefully if I save at Oberlin Station and then I come back, those raiders, if they're a random event that spawned in that location, hopefully they'll have despawned. Or if they're the raiders from the nearby raider camp, hopefully they would have returned to their spawn locations rather than attacking me. There's one save. That's
But it's something.
a single settler. Right. So if there's no raiders in the vicinity, I'll want to resave in that nearby place. Otherwise, we might just be a little bit screwed. I don't see anybody yet. I still don't see anybody. So maybe I gave them the Duke. But maybe I didn't. Right, so I can put an arrow down in here. That'll make me... It'll make me tired, but it'll also mean that I spawn closer if I die, which will be very useful. The raiders were last seen over here. They have now vanished, which means either way they're gone, so I should be fine to run back. Oh, okay. Okay. So now that I've saved right there, I can run up to the place. In fact, I can run over to this spot without too much worry about getting killed by the turrets. And the turret is the only enemy that's currently being like, ooh, you're in danger now, you're super in danger. Okay. Yeah, my best bet is to do this and then run away. Or I can not. Yep, and then I died. Sounds like... I know there's a third gun around there, but sometimes they're quite a bit far away. Now I suppose... What was I? Oh yeah, I was about... Earlier I was talking about how I was possibly unnecessarily limiting myself by not doing the pacification perk. Okay. Seems like that turret could not get a lock on me. Right. Okay. So yeah, my best bet here will be to lure
Who's there? Get some!
Yes, come over here, buddy. Are you for real? No, it looks like they've group aggroed. If I could get one of them over here, just one. What? Come on. Yeah, so if I could get one of them just over here.
Get some!
Seems to be very unwilling to follow me through this door. There's a very big bounty on me. Come and get some. All you have to do is walk through this door. That's literally all you have to do. Just walk through this door. But because they seem to be very entrenched in their position, now come on, get closer. You're a gunner, not a coward, huh? Yeah, so I think my only option is to kill one of them and run away. That's probably all I have. No, run! Yeah, my character's unwillingness to run is very tiresome. Maybe if I did the critical, it'd go fast enough that the other guy wouldn't attack me as much. Now I know that for a fact that with this challenge that there is doable, because for an absolute certainty, one thing I could do would be it'd be doing that up until I like doing other stuff, that is, up until I have the up until I have enough levels to get 7, 8, 9, 10, 4 more points into charisma, and then 1 point into intimidation. Right? Yeah, so intimidation is right down at the bottom. And so with intimidation, I'll then need to have some gun with me, but like it wouldn't matter at all which it was. You know, even this, which weighs 3.9, or like a pipe pistol that weighs like 2 would also work. Yep. And I know that they won't go anywhere near this door. Run! Okay. I made it. Okay. Now, nope. Okay, I'm gonna run away and save. That's the thing to do, definitely. Like, that gunner probably isn't going to follow me to this position, because he's not going to follow me past that door. But the thing to do is definitely to save. Okay. Alright. Into hidden anywhere now? There we are. Okay. Right. Okay, still unhidden. But here, because I'm low on health, yeah, there's nobody nearby anyway. But doing a full sleep here will refill my health and thus be worthwhile. That there is the closest location that I have to heal to full, basically. Like, it's the closest or second closest save spot, but it's also, because beds heal the character, that's also the nearest spot that I can heal as much as I need to.
Who's that?
Why is there a raider here? I mean, I don't mind the free meal, but there's no reason for a raider to be there. No, if I get ravenous somewhere in this section and then run out, I can then save and then eat that guy on the way back in. Provided I don't accidentally eat him like I've accidentally eaten others. But there's still a fair amount of corpses left in this building. Let's run past here. I had 2 more bodies to eat if I need it. Okay. Okay. I did that without that other gunner scene, which is why I didn't actually need to run away that much. Okay, now that gunner there is going to enter that side room and then leave and go back up the steps. As soon as that gunner does, I'll want to go back into first person and then...
Barricade stairwells and hallways.
Okay. Right, now that I've done this, gotten to this point, I'll first go through, see if I can find any password removal thingies. There's one. There's another. Okay. Right, now. Okay. Right, so I had an error in the thing, so I'll just do this the old-fashioned way. Homes, board, nears, types. Sadly doesn't. Oasis March. Model stops scope. Loves science major. There's actually a thingy right. Oh, what have you done? Okay. And then stays. Right, so there's 2H, 1N, 1T, 5 S's. Alright, so I want to do an S word. Bunch of O's, couple of T's, bunch of words ending in S. So I reckon stays. Likeness 1. Okay. S-T-A-Y-S, S-T-A-Y-S, not Hoard, S-T-A-Y-S, not nears, S-T-A-Y-S, 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 so that's not March, S-T-A-Y-S, not model, not stops, S-T-A-Y-S, S-T-A-Y-S, not signs, S-T-A-Y-S, so it's not major. Okay. It's probably I'll try homes. Likeness 0. Okay. So it's not the last S. It's either sadly or scope.
There we go.
So overwrite the type program. Override. Okay. Right. So they seem to have followed a bit. let's wait over here for a moment. Okay, not in this room. Okay. If I can get one gunner to follow me in this direction, just one. You know, they appear to have some group aggro ability. Let's see. See what they do if I go over here. So I go into hidden, and then they're at the corner. Okay. I'll head back to save, but as I do, I'll talk about the plan that'll let me take care of those two guys. So they followed me to the point they followed me to the point of going down that little ramp. So if I can get them to follow me down to the ramp, what I can do is have them go down the ramp, have them lose me, head back up, stealth up to them, and then maybe I could kill one of them and run away before the other one kills me. And then after that, it's going to be an exceedingly difficult wait here. I don't think anybody's going to spawn because that's the turret aggro to me. Okay. But then, if I do kill those two enemies, after that is a room where there's a lot of gunners in a similar zone, in a similar area. Which, you know, in the two areas where I've had to deal with two gunners at once, I'll point those out when I go up the building. But in those two areas, with like 2 enemies that I had to deal with at once. Oh, there's the quantum. Interesting. Doesn't help me, but it's there, I guess. So it looks like it's a lot safer to go through here than before. Are there any turrets at all? That turret is down. And that turret is down. Okay. Both turrets in this part of the room are down. So I shouldn't worry about the second terminal in this part of the room, basically, because that connects to the same turrets, which are both destroyed. Oh, there's a Massachusetts Surgical Journal. I should pick that up on the way back. It'll give me a little bonus in limb damage. Yes, come a little closer. Come a little closer. Okay. 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 I'll just have a drink because my throat is getting a little dry. Okay. So those 2 are dead. There's still going to be enemies going through that way. One of them will have a missile launcher. Right, so if I go back... Yeah, so next course of action would probably be, as a result of that missile launcher guy being so brutally powerful, I'll pick up this. As a result of that, basically run from here on. As a result, Okay, that was weird. But it's not gonna... If it does calculate him as following me out, that'll be quite interesting. I'll just run over to the side and wait to see what happens. Okay, he did not follow. Alright, so yeah, because of the missile launcher person's sheer ability to turn me into physics, one of the things that I want to do, or at least try doing, will be to exhaust his supply of missiles. And now, the strat that I'm about to attempt is something that I haven't really done before, because I haven't really had the need for it. But as this sort of character, it probably makes sense. Right, like as any other character, being able to sneak away from the missile guy and sneak up on him would be quite an option, but it might not be as much of an option as this character. So I might, so the strategy that I'm thinking of to exhaust the missile person's missiles is to basically run backwards and forwards on the catwalk, hope I don't get shot by his missiles, can't wait until I'm hidden and I run across. Okay. No, I'm not.
We've lost contact with sectors 2 and 4.
Okay. Now that I'm here, well, if the legendary gunner does come from that spot, I will be dead. Very much so. So one of them seems to already be damaged by the turrets. Nice. So that's one missile down. I might be hearing them upstairs. I hope I'm hearing them upstairs. But when I get into the hidden, I want to head in that back that way, just to see what's there. At the very least, I know that I won't use the bonus room in that spot as a hiding place. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so there's leg gunner. Okay, it sounds like having him spot me calls him to try to path to me rather than attack me. Would be useful though if I could Psycho Blast him. Oh.
You are seriously fucked, you know that?
Yep, totally super fucked. Super duper fucked. The trouble comes from the trouble with this strategy is that there. If I run across again, they might be too accurate, and with not that much health remaining. With not that much health remaining, I might not survive all the hits to reach the other side. And I suppose that is an issue with doing that strategy as somebody this untanky. Okay. That's another missile. Maybe this will work. I mean, if they come across, as I've said a few times, if they come out that door, I'm basically pudding. Like Hoarder shaped pudding at that point. Nope. Not quite. That's the sound of picking up items, isn't it? So that's leg gunner. Possibly maybe we should look in that direction next. But basically what I've just heard is an explosion and then 2 instances of the sound of an enemy picking up an item. Now, I know that the regular bodies don't have weapons. Although it might have been a baton actually. Oh. And that was the sound a gunner makes when they die. The no sound. That's somebody disturbing a weapon. Possibly that sound was somebody from beyond this section that, I don't know, fell off a cliff or something. Very confusing. That's a regular gunner. I want to eat. I'll take this arm with me further away just to be a little more sneaky. Just really chow down on this one arm. And like, holy shit, this dude just exploded. Ah, that's the guy from up there. So I could eat this head and they'd be like, holy shit, that guy just exploded. Okay, Legman is still there. He looks like he's alone. Yeah. I don't spot anybody else in that general direction.
Who's there?
Nobody. But another strat that I've done here is to trick
What?
to trick NPCs down this loop. If I can do that, it's an easy kill. I'm still baffled on firstly what caused the explosion. It's probably a reasonable guess to assume so that door's closed.
What the? Huh?
Okay. The sound that I thought was the gunner picking up an item was actually just the gunner extending or retracting their baton.
What?
So so that means that probably either nobody's dead or somebody walked off a cliff and died. Or like clipped through the floor and fell to the bottom.
Hey. Who? Who's there?
If I can get him to walk down here. Okay. That's one down. But more importantly, that was a gun guy down. Now I suppose picking up this laser pistol, not to shoot it, but just to prevent somebody else from picking it up, might be a good idea. Might be a bad idea, but it would be a strategy that I could employ within the rules of the challenge.
What the?
All that gun has to do is step down here. Okay. I'll fall back over to here. Come on. Gotta run a bit more. Yes, you Molotov yourself. I don't mind if you do that. Okay, let's see what they do. They're just chucking Molotovs out the wazoo. What the fuck? What the fuck? Holy shit! We are doomed. Attack the ghouls! Holy shit, that was a long distance to be chased. Okay. I mean, to be honest, I have been chased by an NPC for longer, but the only case of that happening was a vertibird. But because those enemies there don't have any apparent limits to their aggro, there's Kendall Hospital. Can maybe sneak through here safely. Yeah. Ooh, that's one of those dangerous cars. This is a place where you can find fork. This is a place where you can find a mute fruit plant outside of a settlement. That's a leg raider. Yeah, maybe saving is a good idea. If I am exceptionally lucky, then what will have happened in terms of the game's processing of things is that the gunners that chased me encountered the raiders and the ghouls, ultimately leading the gunners to be dead. If that happens, then we are exceptionally fortunate. I'm gonna do a full save to heal. Right over here. If ever there was a Fallout series like the show, I Should Not Be Alive, that possibly might be number 2. I don't think anybody would beat the Wrath of Preston Garvey, but that might be number 2. But if I go up this, and the baton gunners are still there, funny that I'm not hungry after a full sleep. Oh well. Those brackets also look very close. For a moment I thought that was another gunner. But it's not another gunner, it's just a statue. Okay, so possibly either that one or that one. No, I think this was the gunner from the room where he was killed. That might have been the fallen gunner though. Maybe. Oh. Maybe they both fell. But one of them definitely looks like one of those what's the term? One of those pre-spawn gunners. The ones without weapons. That's no, that's another one. Now I think all of these are accounted for. Two of these were the ones that were already here. One of them followed me over here, the other one I sneaked over to around here. And they were the gunners that were in that room. That's leg gunner. Hit him. Okay. Fall back way further. Nope, that won't work. So perhaps the stars were not aligned with my goals and the raiders that chased me survived. That's okay, because if they can be separated, they can be killed. Which one's that? Okay. Shit. Fall back over here. She'll be able to see them from here. Then if need be I can run. But I looked to be safe. Yeah, okay. Okay. Level 18. That's Life Giver 2. In 2 levels time, healing is no longer going to be a problem. So that's 2 down. And the dude that's there is still very much there. Now is a really good time to save. Okay, we're safe. So all we have to do is run past here. Hope that no random raiders are hanging around, because that would suck really badly. Now, with whatever few enemies I attack going forwards, I want to avoid using the crit up until I kill the legendary gunner, because probably the best hope that I have for killing the legendary gunner is to open with a sneak attack critical and then get as many sneak attacks as I can after that. And then any enemy up until that one guy, I should avoid using a crit, even if it means dying to one of those enemies. But also, once I've cleared out that area there, the next few parts are going to be quite a bit substantially easier. No, we're not! Hands are hidden, please, hidden. There we go. That guy's waving. which is lovely. Ah, that's that guy, okay. Okay. This is when we run. This is where we hide. So open the door, we run. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure in that legendary gunner's inventory I saw the word relentless. Now, the sort of weapon that a relentless would be on is generally a gun. Okay. Let's take this guy's head. And let's spook those up there. Oh my god, that guy's body just exploded right in front of us. How could that happen? I think it was magic. Okay. Oh, poisoners. Oh shit. As a sniper character, this would be good. Too bad I can't use it. Okay. There we go. Ah, that was the missile launcher person. How many missiles? None. Okay. That means they spawned with 2 missiles. The pulse mine did not get blown up. Oh, there's 2 leg gunners. Sheesh. But also now is a good time to run away and save again. At the very least, I know that I won't be able to... I won't be randomly killed by a missile. I think I can't close this door. But I should be safe. Yeah. Okay. Right, so that demonstrates 2 things really. First thing is that I won't be randomly killed by the missile person. The second thing is it's actually a viable strat to juke around the missile person to drain their missiles. This time they had like 2 missiles. I've seen them have as much as 4, I think. 4 or 5, that's generally the most you'll see them have. Now, it's also probably worthwhile to seek out some raider somewhere so that I can kill that raider and fill up my critical meter. Here we are. Weakness. I'll have to live with that. I don't want to, but I'll have to. Okay, that's a frag mine. Okay. Yeah, now I have a crit. Right. So I'll do a full save here so that I can fill up my so I can not have my AP essentially. Hey, Steampunk, thanks for the host. Welcome everybody. Hey Steampunk. So for those joining, I'm doing a challenge where my character is not permitted to remove any item from her inventory, with the exception of any quest item that has to be removed to complete the quest. Consequences of this challenge include only being able to eat by eating corpses like this one. I'll show that a little bit later, where there's like an uneaten corpse. It means I can't drink unless it's from a river or water pump. It means so for example, this is the only way that I can eat, right here. It means that any illness that I randomly get from sleeping and animal bites, swimming in water, that sort of stuff, I basically have to grin and bear it until it disappears on its own accord. Any radiation that I get is permanent up until level 27, where I get a perk that passively removes radiation. It means I can only use melee weapons. I cannot use guns because that consumes the ammunition. It means I can't use power armor because that consumes the fusion core. It means... what else? Okay. It means... oh my god, spinning leg of doom! Spinning leg of doom, spinning leg of doom, you were so magical. Alas, poor Yorick. He died the way he lived, spinning in circles. This legendary gunner had a poisoner's 50 caliber sniper rifle. Hey Dark Knight. Yeah, you don't see that very often. One time I actually saw another streamer have a skeleton like splayed out and spinning around in circles. So this might be the death of me, but let's see. Oh yes, sharp arm. Oh, I think wait, what arm do I have already? Right arm. I think that was a left arm, so I do want it. Yeah, it fell further down. I'll disarm those. So the sharp legendary effect has two effects. It gives +1 charisma and +1 intelligence. So the charisma will help with a highly important speech check coming down the line. Actually wouldn't, because... where'd that guy spawn? Ah, he's over there, okay. Yeah, sharp metal left arm. Whereas I have a right arm. The intelligence will help me get extra XP. A little bit, but it'll be something. But the charisma wouldn't help as much as I'd think, because I already have a dirty black suit. That gives 2 charisma, So to be on par with this, I would need to find a green shirt and combat boots. I would need to find another. I need the green shirt and combat boots, plus that sharp metal left arm to be on par with this dirty black suit. And I would need a another one of these, like a leg or hat or something, to have even more charisma. And because I have a Vault-Tec lab coat, it wouldn't even help me with int. Actually, it would. It'd help me with int in combat. So I guess I may as well. It's also 3 weights. So now as I kill further enemies, I'll get extra XP. And yeah, you probably have a lot of fun trying out some of these challenges. Probably generally speaking, the more a challenge forces me to think outside of the box with regards to combat, the better it is. Especially when a challenge gives me opportunities to break the game certain ways. So, as an example, early within this challenge, I was in a situation where I had consumed all of the gears in in the castle, and so I needed additional gears to build the artillery piece to complete all guns. And so I needed basically to pick up the charisma bobblehead, put 2 points into charisma, and then get local leader. That would allow me to it'll allow me to set a supply line from Sanctuary, where I had already got a gear, down to the castle where I needed the gear, and as a result, in the castle I could build the artillery piece and continue the game. While doing that, I had to complete the first 2 and half of the third cabot quests. The first cabot quest has you going up to Parsons' Creamery, where you kill a raider survivalist who has a mysterious serum. Why is that green? That's weird. Maybe some lighting glitch with some perpetually exploding Molotov or something weird like that. I don't know. But anyway, what happened was I went up to Parsons' Creamery. I killed most... In fact, I killed all the raiders in that area except for the survivalist. The survivalist, I put as much sneak attack hits in VATS as possible. I think I did a sneak attack critical as well. And then And then I did all that. I didn't end up killing him. Oh, this is getting weirder and weirder. Anyway, I put as much damage as I could into that Raider survivalist, and he didn't get killed. When I left that, I couldn't really run away, so my best bet would have been to try wailing on him a bit more. But he killed me. And then I think to myself,
Back to original position. The courser's nearing the elevator.
okay. And then, so basically I'm all the way up here. I die, and I respawn in the bed over here because that's the nearest bed that I could easily get to this point. So I think to myself, because right over here, that's Lynn Woods. I could maybe go to Lynn Woods and then it's going to be a gunner nearby. Yeah, right over there. Okay. So I could maybe go to Lynn Woods, climb the tower there.
What?
Climb the tower, and then hit the bell. The bell calls in 2 Deathclaws. And so how often were you saving in survival mode? I've heard... Oh, that's gun number 2. It's gun number 3. Okay. Okay. Hit him. There we go, okay. Okay, every time... Right, that's... Okay, in that case...
Anyone alive needs to get up to the top floor immediately. That's an order.
Either you weren't saving as often as you thought you were because you didn't know where all the beds were. Oh, this is what exploded? I knew I heard an explosion. But okay. But yeah, anyway, back to the Linwood story. So I ring the bell, the Deathclaws come, they kill all the raiders. Is he naked? No, I don't think you... Don't think that was... No, that wasn't that door, that was a different door. Okay. That's a spawned corpse, not a killed gunner. Okay. Let's give this terminal a go. Right. Wow, that's a lot of things. Okay. So the words here are field, staff, haven, value Swiss, grasp, names like slits, robes, tests, basic flock hills. Okay. There's 3 S words, 1 H, no 2 H's, 1 T, 1 V, 1 R, 1 B, 1 F. So I want to, no, there's 1, 2, 3, yeah, 3 S words. Swiss. Like in a 0. So all 3 S words are gone. Every word ending in S is gone. SWISS, SWISS, SWISS. It's not grasp. SWISS, SWISS. So it's either field, haven, value, basic, flock. I'll say haven. Likeness 1. Haven, Haven. It's not an F word, it's not haven, so it can either be value or basic. Not value. Where's basic? Ah, here we go.
Nice.
There we go. Tower override. That might not have helped me. Oh! Did any of those gunners get damaged? Probably not. Oh, the leg gunner over there did. Now this is very dilemma. Very dilemma. This is quite a dilemma. Oh, I want to go this way. You see, I could use my crit on that gunner, that legendary gunner right there, and it'll probably help me to kill that gunner very easily. A better strategy, however, would probably be to run away from the gunner, like run through that, mash the thing with the what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck was that? What in the fuck was that? Hmm. Okay. This is just a little bit spooky. just a little bit spooky. I'm going to go and save, but I reckon my character would probably be having nightmares after this. Yeah, there's nobody around here. Are there really? Are there places where gunners slip in and out of existence? Like you are walking along and then whoop, gunner, whoop, gunner disappeared. I know I'm mildly dehydrated. That's a little bad. I should probably go to a water pump and get rid of that dehydration. If I'm going to be killing a Corsa, I need to have as much AP as possible. Okay, I'll remove the waypoint because I don't need it anymore. But there's basically yeah, but no. This game isn't. I don't really see gunners teleporting around. Well, I've played this game quite a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4 exclusives only. Mysterious Stranger. After that was Shotgun Spunky. Bootstraps Billy, Naked No Perks, and Cry Later Only. I think I've done 10 challenges, like 10 playthroughs. I feel like that number's bigger. I've done casual, I've done melee only, vault weapons only, survival mode, explosives only, 44 only, shotgun only, no aid, naked no perks, Bootstraps Billy. I might have done 10. I feel like it's close to 12 though. But I've done 12 playthroughs of this game. 12 times I've done 12 times I've done that green texture genetics with characters with very differing levels of power. And that there has never happened before. But yeah, I've been to the museum in Salem at least a couple of times as various characters. I don't normally go up there, not because of how spooky it is, because it isn't really that spooky. If you have a gun and a lot of bullets, it's actually pretty easy. Or if you have like power armor and can run through that, then you can get what you need very easily as well. But the reason why I don't normally go there is because oh. Yeah, let's do 7 hours to remove the tiredness, and then I can eat somebody on the way up. But yeah, the reason why I don't normally go to that museum is because there aren't any nearby beds. So if I'm a character like this, I can't really I can't really blast through that room with the death claw, because the death claw will just turn me into pudding. Also, the raider vanished. There was the raider corpse right over here. Oh well. A wiggling abdomen. The fuck was that sound? That's the sound of a file cabinet, I think. Let's eat this guy. That was a legendary gunner. I mean, it depends on the situation. If you're wearing very little armor, you don't have any healing items, and you come across a death claw, that's a little similar to coming across a huge huntsman in the middle of the night. Quite similar. wasn't the sound. Perhaps. Okay, nothing through there. Okay. Now, if I'm lucky, that gunner would have mysteriously teleported into this room here. I doubt it, but that would explain why the gunner vanished into nothing. Not over here. But also, while the alien blaster does sort of, like, it does turn enemies into slime, like that much you can determine that it does do. Yeah, that was the sound I heard. But the trouble with the alien blaster is that basically up until level 41, 42, the alien blaster only has like 300 ammo. Ah, there's the private. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You need to have Science 4 to convert it to fusion cells. That guy's not so close. I still don't know how that gunner private's teleported down. Because I mean, you do say that it would have tried to get down there, but okay, I think that's actually connected to the spotlights in here, not in there. Hmm. Yeah, the thing to do is just to run in, I guess. Oh. If I could get that gunner private to move. Whew. There we go. Endurance 10, motherfuckers. Yep. Endurance all the way up to 10. I haven't taken solar powered 1 yet, but... Now the problem is going to be finding enough people to eat. But I can't hack that terminal. I don't think there's anybody in there anyway. I think the only corpses in this part are the gunners upstairs. So we might have a situation if I can't get the Courser dead. At least he's not legendary. Well, yes.
Get over here.
Okay, I need to... It's been hidden. Oh boy! I have a plan if I get into danger. It's a really silly plan. Really silly. I accidentally hit the button. No, if I mash this hard enough, I might be able to reset him without getting too damaged by the gunners. They didn't even see me. This isn't even the first time I've attempted this strategy. If I'm lucky, he's back up there. I could also wait for his stealth boy to run out. I am a little bit more than halfway from having a crit. Okay, that might... Ah, yes. He was walking down the steps there. But also your assessment is correct. This is going to suck. He's picked up a gun. Yeah, maybe. If I have trouble here, holy shit, that's a lot of damage. You might be right. You'd think that'd be a good idea. That would not be a good idea. And there we go. He was like, poke! I was like, bleh. Yeah. Big Leagues 3, which I take in 3 levels time at level 21. That'd help a lot. This wording part French actually wouldn't have done much more. Let's check out the perks. In 2 levels time, I take the perk Life Giver 3. That would have let me heal up to full. I would have been able to survive the punches. Big Leagues 3, that mainly gives me more. No worries, I'm gonna finish very shortly as well. Big Leagues 3 would have probably done enough damage to make a big difference. Ninja 2 would have been explosively good. I could maybe swap that out with Cannibal 2. Because I don't really need to eat super mutants that badly. I'm not even going to be encountering that stuff for a while. So I should put Ninja 2 earlier. But yeah. So I could do, if I put Ninja 2 and swap it with Cannibal 2, next perk is Ninja 2, meaning where it was previously doing 4 times damage, it's now doing 5 times. So that's basically a 25% boost in damage. That's level 19. Level 20 lets me forego all healing with passive health regeneration. And then Big Leagues 3 lets me do more damage. And then from there, the other perks don't do as much. Like solar powered, while necessary, grants +2 strength, which would help, but isn't as critical. Also increment my strength, get more sneak. But yeah, either way, the next stream of this is going to be on Thursday. I might not be able to stream on Tuesday. My next stream, and then tomorrow's stream and the Wednesday stream is probably going to be learning Ratchet and Clank PS4 speedrunning. And then yeah, that's basically the week. So on Thursday I'm going to do other quests. I'll probably want to back up this save in case I spend so much time in other places that everybody in this building respawns. But I could do this. I could probably do fire support pretty easily, actually. That I could do. I could talk to Preston Garvey. So there's a few things I could do. To get to this point where I could easily enough kill that yeah, so I want to be up to level 21. That'll take some doing it to take quite a few quests. Maybe I would do the big dig. It'd be a tough ask, but no. I wouldn't do the big dig because that just gives me like a 20 weight gun. So I'm going to end it here. Thanks Steampunk for the raid. Thanks everybody for dropping in. And I will see you probably tomorrow. Bye bye.